I know the journey to sobriety may not always be the easiest. I'm definitely well aware of that. Um, when you're six, well, when you're in your adolescence, it's really hard for you to learn things, obviously. And the thing that I noticed when I was in and out of rehab, when I was 16 up until I was 21, um, the journey to sobriety, it's it's difficult. You're gonna have It's extremely rare when a person, like if they're a real drug addict, if they go to rehab and they end up staying sober, forever. It's I don't even think that's I've never heard of a case like that. Like I said, if you're a real drug addict, then that's not really the case. um, if you're a real drug addict, like, you will relapse. I don't even know how many relapses I've had. Like, I've had a lot, a lot. And the road to sobriety is it's pretty crazy. Now that I think back on it, because when you're in your adolescence, when I was in my adolescence, my drug counselor and my psychiatrist at the time, um, the stuff that they would try to teach me, it was pretty hard to retain the information and to actually implement it in my life. I think mainly because I was still using. I just used to like bullshit, like saying that I was sober, but I really wasn't. And I remember when I was smoking, when I used to smoke weed. Um, this was before I had tried any hardcore drugs. When I was just only using weed. Um, I used to meet up with my drug counselor, and he used to randomly. Well, he didn't. It wasn't random. It was every week. I got tested every week on a Monday, I think. So it was every Monday I got drug tested when I met up with him. And so yeah, I just wasn't working an honest program because um, I used to. I don't even know how the heck I got away with it, but this was when I was in wrestling, and I weighed 119 pounds. I was really lean and pretty cut up, and I didn't have that much body fat, like, at all. I think I had like maybe 3% body fat, 4% body fat. Um, I think, or 5%. Anyway, so the reason why I bring that up is because the THC and the cannabinoids, they stay into your fat cells. So I didn't have much of that, and when I used to smoke, I used to meet up with him on Mondays, and I used to smoke on Fridays, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday actually. Or I don't think I smoked Sunday, just Friday and Saturday. And what I would do is I would smoke, and I would throw on two pairs of sweaters, two pairs of sweatpants, a beanie, and I would run on the treadmill for like about I think I would run 7 miles, 6 miles. So I was just drenched in sweat, and by the time I met up with him, I did this every week, and I always my piss test was always clean, which was pretty crazy. And if you don't work an honest program, it it doesn't. I've learned from it, but it just doesn't help, But I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, actually, because if I didn't the thing is, with drug addiction, you're gonna keep using up until you have up until you hit your rock bottom. If you haven't hit, it's kind of unfortunately, that's how it works. Like, if you haven't hit your rock bottom, like, you're gonna keep using, because otherwise you're like, well, my life is pretty okay. You know what I mean? So it kind of sucks now that I'm thinking about that. But it's definitely true because the this past time, I mean, like 2 years and 3 months ago, 4 months ago, um, this past time when I was using, I kept telling myself like, one more time won't hurt, and like I was like, I'll just do it for a few more months, and that was going on for 8 months. You know, an eight month binge on speed. That's no joke. I've seen people that have used speed for a year and a half, 2 years, and they're gone. Their face looks wasted. Their teeth are missing, and it's just crazy. That's why I'm so blessed to be where I'm at now. You know what I mean? I'm glad that I hit that rock bottom, because I know every time that I, the cravings have subsided. I still get them. It's normal, but definitely not as strong as they once were. And where I'm getting at is you just have to learn from your just to have an open mind when someone with experience tries to teach you something. You know what I mean? Just don't let it go in one ear and out the other. But then again, if you're caught up in your addiction, and you know in your mind that you want to keep using, you can't really make a drug addict stop using. They have to want to stop using. And this past time when I got caught, I was crying, and my mom ended up finding out, and the way she found out was, she always finds out, but I was getting really skinny, really, really skinny. And I was surprised that they didn't say anything sooner, and which is pretty crazy, because I would try to eat a lot. I would eat a lot, but it's just, there's no hiding that. Anyway, so she kept demanding like a drug test, and I kept saying no. And she's like, I'm gonna kick you out. And I knew that she was bluffing, because I was like, well, no, you're not gonna kick me out. And anyway, I just avoided that, and I was like, you know what, I am using. And so the thing that happened with that was, I just started crying, and I was like, I'm kind of glad you caught me, because I couldn't really do anything about it. You know what I mean? I was like a full-blown addict. I still am. I'm just a sober drug addict. And so, yeah, it was crazy. Like I was glad that I was caught. You know what I mean? And so, just looking back on it, I'm so glad that I hit. There was previous times that, I thought those times was my rock bottom, but it wasn't, obviously. But now I know that it definitely is, because anytime that I start to think about using, if the cravings come up, then I just pretty much shake my head, and I'm like, do I really want to go under a psychosis again? I was paranoid for so long. I'm like, I feel normal now. And it took me like, what, a year? It took me about a year to get over the paranoia, which was pretty crazy. And I definitely feel healthier, better state of mind. And yeah, guys, definitely just have an open mind when people try to reach out to you and try to the things that they say. It's not just it has some value. When someone in the system like talks to you about it, someone in recovery, when someone in recovery, talks to you, and like me, I'm not just saying this just to say it, you know what I mean? Because I've experienced it, and you definitely need to hit a rock bottom. Actually, you don't definitely need to, but I guess this message is pretty much going out to the people that are like, complete, full-blown drug addicts. But if you're using drugs and you want to, I think if you don't really have a problem, it's a lot easier for you. But like I said, this message is pretty much just to the people that, that they feel they have nowhere to go and that they have no one to talk to. Like, well, you know what I mean? Here I am. Like, if you need anyone to talk to, like, here's my message. I'm pretty much opening up to you guys, and this is the first time I do it, and it's pretty cool, because like I said, I don't really have friends to talk to about this stuff. I don't really talk about this stuff on a day-to-day basis. So it's definitely cool to talk about this and put it out there. Pretty much just talk about what's going on and how my recovery is going, and I definitely want to hear what you guys are going through. If you guys want to just message me, I'd be more than happy to hear your stories, just to make sure that you're not alone. But yeah, guys, I'm not gonna let this story drag on any bit more. I think I got my point across. So the journey to sobriety, just keep an open mind. That's all I've got to say. So yeah, guys, if you guys want to show some support, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.